Thank you for listening to this audiobook. This is Tangled in Vengeance, written by Sera Blackmoor and narrated by Google Play auto-narrated voice, Michelle. Audio copyright 2025, published by Sera Blackmoor. How it all happened. Some choices determine the course of new ones, like a path where we take a fork in the road, and at each turn we find new possibilities. But there are things that not even our best thought-out choices can avoid, because sometimes we are at the mercy of someone else's choices, completely incapable and without any control. And that's exactly how it all happened, how everything got out of control. When he started giving us the choices. Until he couldn't anymore. Did I hope for a happy ending? I think deep down we all hope for that. But happiness is nothing more than an illusion. No one can be in a state of complete contentment. Life doesn't allow it, but we can get close. Unfortunately, I let it slip through my fingers when I got too close. This story doesn't have a happy ending, but it's my story. And it all starts with it. Prologue. Society is ruled by three things: sex, drugs, and money. When we stop to analyze, all three are governed by just one: power. It doesn't really matter who you are, what you intend to add to the world in this life, your struggles, much less your happiness. We are mere grains of sand on a beach, easy to be led. They are like the sea, furious, devastating, and guiding the sand at their will. And you must be wondering, who are they? When we study world orders at school, we learn that after the Cold War, we live in a so-called multipolarized world, which means that each country has its autonomy and influence over what happens in the rest of the world. The fact is that we necessarily associate politics with men in ties who are chasing big government titles. We associate money, if the person really tries to act smart, with oil or perhaps other energy sources for industry. And we associate power with the relationship between these giant states, with themselves and within themselves. But this is just a fragile film that isolates the truth. Politics is not made in large meetings with smart suits and through formal speeches. Politics is made through a game. A corrupt, distorted, and complex board game. Where money is one of the fundamental pieces to move the rest of the pieces. This money does not come only from large companies, which are nothing more than large fronts for laundering money for the rest of society. This money comes from the most rotten complex of the system itself. From the intrinsic side of society, which is often left aside. Money comes from war. This war is not limited to just a physical.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?